Hello everyone, all you beautiful people. First of all, a big thank you for the wonderful response that I got from my previous video. My mailbox was just full, and I'm so overwhelmed. You beautiful people, you've written such wonderful mails to me. You have responded so well. You have liked my video, but some of you are stuck in your lives. You don't deserve to be stuck in your lives. You don't deserve problems. You deserve a beautiful life. And you can have a beautiful life. I assure you, you can. It's very simple. Don't make life complicated. It's not complicated. I tell you that. And again, I'm speaking from the scriptures. I'm not speaking from my own self. I have delved into the scriptures for years and years now. I've read so much about it. And I wanted to share everything that I knew, bit by bit by bit. Now, first of all, I'll just tell you what I got in my mail. The first mail I got was from, one of the mails I got was from a young woman. She said her husband had lost his job in the lockdown and they were suffering a financial crisis, as a lot of people are these days. There are health issues, money issues, a lot of issues, of course. And she said she had an academy of her own, but that's not doing so well. And the husband had a job, but the job is gone, and now he's opened up a shop, and even that is not doing so well. She tried to meditate, but she said it's boring, she can't do it. Another mail I got was from a woman, I think in her mid 40s or something, she said. And she said she's constantly tired. She says there's no issue as such. I have got all my diagnosis done, all the tests done. There's nothing as such which is diagnosed, but she's constantly tired. And she says, I become so, cranky. I don't know if I'm using the right word. She becomes very irritable with the family members. And she says the relationships are going sour. Another one I got was from a young student. He said, I'm not being able to focus. I'm not being able to study. So the scores are going down. Now he says, I'm going into depression. Such a strong word, depression. Why should you go into depression? You don't need to go into depression. Come on, take control of your life. You've been given this mind. The subconscious mind is so powerful. It can help you solve all your problems. Life will just flip, guys. Just flip. And how will that happen? By self-realization. Now, what is self-realization? Sounds like a difficult word. Suppose I ask you, who are you? Suppose I know you personally and then I ask you, who are you? Or somebody asks you, who are you? Your answer will be, come on, that's a silly question. I know who I am. This is my name. I'm working in this company, or I'm a student or a teacher or a banker, doctor, whatever. I'm a homemaker. You could be anything. What else is your identity? Well, I own this car, and I have this house, and this is where I live. This is my address. What else is your identity? Well, okay, my hobbies. I love traveling. I love reading. Your favorite? No, I'm not asking those questions. Those are not the questions that we are supposed to ask. There's another self-inquiry I'm going to talk about. Who are you actually? Why were you born? Were you born to just, have a great childhood, maybe, have a great teenage life, enjoy your life, and become good at studies, get a steady job or a good job, and then get married, get children? And the children grow up and you settle them, and well, bye bye, that's it. No, you were not born for that. You were born for another purpose. Now, what is that other purpose? The purpose is to find God, to realize yourself. How do I say that? Okay, I'll talk from the scriptures again. Or I'll talk about some of the great people, what they have said, some self-realized people. You see, first of all, the Bible says, know yourself so you may know God. What did Pythagoras, you've heard of Pythagoras, the great, mathematician. He was the one after whom the Pythagoras theorem was created, and people are, doing it in maths. He said, man, know thyself, and then thou shalt know the universe. Plato, famous Greek philosopher, he said, do thine own work and know thyself. Aristotle, what did Aristotle say? Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Guys, let's not fumble in the dark. Let's know ourselves. Problems will be sorted out. Life will become free-flowing and smooth and harmonious. Now, your question, how do I know myself? How do I know myself? Guys, let's do it practically. I like to give practical solutions that everyone can do. Let's simplify our life. Let's do a DIY, so to say. Let me take you through your old pics of when you were born, when you were an infant. Look at your pics at that time. When you were in school, in college, later on. In some of the pics, you might not even recognize you. Sometimes you look so foolish, and when you look at your old pic, you laugh and say, "Oh, did I look like that?" Sometimes you may not even recognize yourself because you look so different unless somebody tells you this is your pic. Why? Because we've been changing. We are constantly changing. Everything is constantly changing. And anything that is changing is not you. Your body, does it change? Of course it changes. You grow up, you look different. Everything looks different. That's not you. Your mind, does it change? Of course it changes. You have different choices. Earlier I used to love to travel to France. Now I don't want to travel to France. Now I want to travel to USA or to Germany or any other country. I want to travel to Maldives. You see, your choices keep changing, your mind keeps changing. And the mind is so wavering, you all know. It's never constant. Sometimes you want this, sometimes you want that. Anything that you can see and perceive is not you. You is that higher self, the awareness, the non-changing, the constant one. And if you want to know who you are, you have to still your mind. Again, get into the spiritual dimension, get into the meditative state. Some people wrote to me in the mails. They said that when I try to do it, I can't do it in the morning because last time I said you can meditate. You should meditate in the morning. Well, ideally, morning is the best time because your mind is in a proactive state at that time. You don't have so many thoughts in your mind at that time, but there is no time, guys, for meditation. There is no place for meditation. You can meditate anywhere, even if you get a few minutes in between a meeting or waiting somewhere, at the airport, at the railway station, anywhere. You can meditate anywhere, even you're sitting in a car, not while driving. You can meditate. People can even meditate with their eyes open. But why should I know myself again? That same question. Why should I know myself? Because once you know yourself, you will see the purpose in life. Life will become smooth, guys. Fears will dispel. And all your problems will be sorted out. The knots will open. You will come in harmony with your higher self. And life will just become beautiful. A few minutes a day is not a long time. Again, we are looking for solutions outside of ourselves when they are inside. A woman lost the keys of her house, and both the husband and wife started looking inside the house, and suddenly the lights went off. It got very dark. And the woman went outside and she started looking in the veranda. And the husband said, "Why are you looking in the veranda?" She said, "There's light here." No, guys. You lost the keys inside. You'll find them inside. Once Rabindranath Tagore was sitting in a boat and he was trying to, look into something. And he had a candlelight on. He couldn't look properly. He couldn't see properly. And, he put off the candlelight. And suddenly the boat was full of moonlight. And he says, "Wow, now everything is so clear." Another example. A small fish in the ocean. She said to her mother, "I want to see the ocean. I've only seen water." And what did the mother say? "You are the ocean." You see, these are just some examples. I hope I'm able to put across what I want to tell you. You are the ocean. You are the higher self. Just reveal it to yourself. Get enlightened. And once you get into that spiritual dimension, life will become so beautiful. Life will just change. Situations will flip for the better. I don't want to use the promise. You have to use this word for yourself. You have to try it yourself. Do write in the comment section below what your thoughts are, what your experiences are. And do subscribe. And of course, press the bell icon. See you in my next video. Bye.